Ukrainian forces used FGM148 Javelin missiles to destroy 12 Russian tanks in 18 minutes. The FGM148 Javelin, or Advanced Anti-Tank Weapon System Medium, AAWSM, is an American-made portable anti-tank missile system in service since 1996 and continuously upgraded. It replaced the M47 Dragon anti-tank missile in U.S. service. Its fire and forget design uses automatic infrared guidance that allows the user to seek cover immediately after launch, in contrast to wire-guided systems like the system used by the Dragon, which require a user to guide the weapon throughout the engagement. The Javelin's high-explosive anti-tank, heat, warhead can defeat modern tanks by top attack, hitting them from above, where their armor is thinnest, and is also useful against fortifications in a direct attack flight. The United States and allies have surged weapons to Ukraine in recent weeks in the face of the Russian invasion. Images of destroyed Russian tanks on social media have drawn attention to one particular weapon, the Javelin missile. The US and other NATO countries sent more than 17,000 anti-tank weapons, including Javelin missiles, overland to Ukraine via Poland and Romania in the span of less than a week this month. The Javelin has taken on a symbolic valence in pro-Ukraine online chatter. Former reporter Christian Boris created an image of a saint clutching a javelin and its launch unit. The image on stickers and other gear has raised more than $1 million. Evidence has emerged more and more in recent weeks, mainly through the publication of videos or photos of Ukraine's armed forces using weapons donated to them by partner countries. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Army claims that the Russian tank was blown up in the Donetsk region by the 25th Separate Sykes-Slav Airborne Brigade. It is assumed that the video was recorded soon, as in recent days this particular Ukrainian landing brigade reported successes in Donetsk. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Army claims that FGM148 Javelin was used to destroy 12 Russian tanks. The powerful explosion suggests that the anti-tank missile hit ammunition on the tank or the ammunition compartment in the tank. BulgarianMilitary.com recalls that the United States announced the delivery of 5,000 Javelin missiles to the Ukrainian armed forces. Another video recorded by a drone camera shows another Russian tank destroyed by a Ukrainian drone by dropping air-delivered improvised ammunition. Sources do not say when or where the video was recorded, but say the Ukrainian drone was under the command of Ukraine's 503rd Marine Battalion. The Ukrainian armed forces use kamikaze drones, or known as loitering munition Switchblade 300, which were delivered from the United States earlier. Photos on social media show a completely destroyed drone. It is unclear whether the drone was shot down by Russian forces or fulfilled its mission. A source claimed that the remains of the Switchblade 300 were discovered by Russian forces in the Kharkiv Oblast region. Of course, it is not possible to prove when the photos were taken and whether they were really from the cited region. Experts suggest that the Switchblade 300 has most likely fulfilled its purpose, i.e. he blew himself up, or hit, and blew up the target. Examining the photos, they noticed that only the tail, rear part, of the drone was taken in the photos. According to the design of the Switchblade 300, the explosive part is in front of the drone, i.e. the explosive head is missing, which means that the drone is working as intended, but whether it hit something remains questionable. Another proof that the Switchblade 300 was used for its intended purpose is the lack of the outer shell, which means that it burned out in an explosion. The photos also show burnt parts. However, another camera with screws is attached, which is strange. There are fears that the drone has not been completely destroyed, however, and the question remains whether the Russians could access some of the technologies developed and used in the Switchblade 300. The Russian government claimed that Ukrainian shelling had destroyed an FSB border facility on the Russia-Ukraine border and claimed that it had killed 5 Ukrainian soldiers who tried to cross into Russian territory. Ukraine denied being involved in both incidents and called them a false flag. On the same day, the Russian government formally recognized the self-proclaimed DPR and LPR as independent states, according to Putin, not only in their de facto controlled areas, but the Ukrainian oblasts as a whole, and Putin ordered Russian troops, including tanks, to enter the regions. Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered an invasion of Ukraine by Russian armed forces previously concentrated along the border. The invasion followed by targeted airstrikes of military buildings in the country, as well as tanks entering via the Belarus border. Russia has so far not recognized the invasion of Ukraine as a war, although that is exactly what it is, claiming that it is a special military operation. According to the UN, in which Russia has its permanent representation, for military action to be defined as a special military operation, it must have a resolution issued by the UN. There is no such resolution, which automatically defines the military actions of the Russians as an invasion and war against the citizens of Ukraine.